Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. The US President Donald Trump has said he is recommending a 50% tariff on all goods from the European Union being imported to the United States. He said the European Union, which was formed for the primary purpose of taking advantage of the United States on trade, has been very difficult to deal with. Our discussions with them are going nowhere, so I am recommending a straight 50% tariff on the European Union starting on June the 1st. The president also threatened to impose a 25% import tax, at least on iPhones not manufactured in America. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has attacked the leaders of Britain, France and Canada, saying that they had effectively said they want Hamas to remain in power. It's after the three countries condemned Israel's expanded offensive in Gaza as disproportionate and described the humanitarian situation as intolerable. Netanyahu was speaking after Thursday's deadly attack on Israeli embassy staff in Washington, which saw embassy workers Yaron Leshinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram shot dead at an event hosted by the Capital Jewish Museum.
I say to President Macron, Prime Minister Carney and Prime Minister Starmer, when mass murderers, rapists, baby killers and kidnappers thank you, you're on the wrong side of justice. You're on the wrong side of humanity. And you're on the wrong side of history. Now, these leaders may think that they're advancing peace. They're not. They're emboldening Hamas to continue fighting forever.
Russia and Ukraine have each handed over 390 soldiers and civilians in the biggest prisoner exchange since the start of the war in 2022. They both returned 270 servicemen and 120 civilians on the Ukrainian border with Belarus as part of the deal agreed in direct talks in Istanbul a week ago. Both sides had agreed to an exchange of 1,000 prisoners and confirmed there would be further swaps in the coming days. The prominent music agent Dave Shapiro is among those to have been killed after a small plane crashed into a residential street in San Diego. That's according to his talent company. Mr. Shapiro was the co-founder of Sound Talent Group, whose clients include the rock band Sum 41. The crash destroyed one home and damaged 10 other buildings in the Murphy Canyon neighborhood, leaving charred cars and debris in the street. 8 people on the ground were injured. The moment that Ocean Gate's Titan submersible was lost has been revealed in footage recorded on the sub's support ship. The footage shows Wendy Rush, the wife of the Ocean Gate CEO, hearing the sound of the implosion while watching on from the sub's support ship and asking what was that bang.
What was that like?
Titan imploded about 90 minutes into a descent to see the wreck of the Titanic in June 2023, killing all 5 people on board. The passengers had paid Ocean Gate to see the ship, which lies 3,800 metres down. Harvard is suing the Trump administration after it revoked the university's ability to enroll international students, escalating a dispute between the White House and one of America's most prestigious institutions. In the suit filed in Boston, the university called the administration's actions a blatant violation of the law. It comes a day after officials at the Department of Homeland Security said they would be revoking Harvard's access to student visa programs.
Dette jo en ny nabo som vil forsvinne igjen. Så at han plagsomt nært, det skal jeg...
And a man in Norway has woken up to find a huge container ship in his front garden. The 135-metre ship missed Johan Hellberg's house by a matter of metres at about 5 a.m. local time on Thursday. Mr. Hellberg was only alerted to the commotion by his panicked neighbour, who had watched the ship as it headed straight for shore. The Cypriot-flagged cargo ship, the NCL Sultan, had 16 people on board and was travelling to Orkanger when it went off course. No one was injured in the incident. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.